I grow plants from seed just about every year, but this year I decided to upgrade my setup to an actual seed starting setup with fluorescent lights. So I found a great tutorial from You Grow Girl, a really great botany blog you should check out, and I put a link to that in the comments. So the first thing I had to do was get the shelving and all of the hardware for doing this setup. So I went to a hardware store. I got a really big restaurant style shelf that weighed about 60 pounds, which was a bit of an adventure. I got two 4-foot fluorescent shop lights and bulbs. I got a timer and a surge protector so that I could set them on a timer so I didn't need to turn the lights on and off every day. And of course, I also got seed starting pallets. So here's a little bit of me putting that together. I have the timer set for 12 hours on, 12 hours off. I'm kind of a see what happens kind of gardener, so I didn't really look up a whole lot about that, but it seems to be working so far. I also got regular fluorescents that kind of have a bright daylight light. Seedlings don't actually need full spectrum, they just need light to get them started. After I built the setup, I then started the seeds. I got these 72 soil pellet tray things and I used 2 of them. I bought a bunch of different seeds. I got a lot of butterfly weed and a lot of sunflowers because I like using those for programming or putting them outside for pollinators. I'm also growing a couple of herbs like catmint, basil, things like that. To start the seeds, all I had to do was add a lot of water to the pellets. It ended up being about 8 cups, even though they recommended 10. Once those little guys expand, you can add the seeds. What's great about these is that the little mesh on the outside breaks down, so once you want to transfer those seeds to something, you just put the whole thing in a pot or outside, wherever it's going. I put anywhere between 2 and 5 seeds in each pellet, depending on how exact I felt like getting, because not every seed will germinate. So you put a couple in each pellet so that you have a good chance of getting some out of there, and then you can weed out the weak ones and keep the strongest seedling from each little pellet. With the seeds started, I put the greenhouse covers on the trays, set up the lighting and timing, and let them go. I'll be watering them occasionally to make sure they have good moisture, but not overly so. And now, 3 days after having started them, we have a few things that have germinated. It seems that the borage, the sunflower, and some of the calendula are the winners for germinating first. I'm really excited to see how these seedlings do, especially with this setup. I also only did 1 shelf of this whole shelving unit, but I can expand to more and get full spectrum lighting if I want on this shelf later. Like I said, I put the link to the tutorial for that in the description, so if you'd like to try and make one of your own, go for it. I'd love to see pictures on Twitter, Instagram if you do that. I'll also keep you guys a pace of how the seedlings are doing. Some of them I'll be bringing to events as nice living plant examples. Other ones I'll give away, put in my yard, or just enjoy having them around. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a little bit of a taste of what it's like to build your own DIY seedling setup. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm looking forward to using it more as the year progresses. If you have any questions about the setup, please leave those in the comments, or questions about anything at all. You can help me out by subscribing or liking this video, and if you want to be really helpful, you can head over to Patreon and become a Patreon supporter. You get perks depending on what level you're at, and you help Brilliant Botany grow. I also made this video in honor of ICG Create Week. The Internet Creators Guild is an association of internet creators, a lot of YouTubers, and this week we're all making something about creating, art, things like that. So you should check out the hashtag ICG Create, as well as a playlist that I've linked with a bunch of other videos. And in the spirit of ICG Create Week, I wanted to talk about something that helps me stay on track and create, and that's my passion planner. So I heard about these at VidCon from the YouTuber Anna Akana, and she recommended them as a really great way for just organizing your life, and they're amazing. I've been using this guy for about 8 months, and so I've got my next one lined up for when the blue one ends. You start off by creating like an awesome passion roadmap about things you want to accomplish, and this thing has really changed my life and how I produce things. And if you're someone who really likes writing things down and kind of having a physical planner for keeping track of things, I highly recommend these. If you use the code CLAIRE10 on the Passion Planner website, you can get 10% off your own passion planner. I have a lot of fun decorating mine, and if you decide to get one and decorate it or do whatever, I'd love to see pictures. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.